Hello D2Gs, this is Old DJ Gamers. Welcome to another video, guys. I want to go ahead and talk about this beautiful exotic here. I had to break out of the vault, I had to dust it off since I heard that they were going to go ahead and buff this weapon here like 1,000,000,000%. It's going to do a lot more damage now, so I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and break this out and just pair this up with one of my other favorite exotics. But first, let's talk about this weapon right here. So black hole intrinsic trait. So all this black hole intrinsic trait means is that every other shot, so every 2 shots, is just going to create more damage to the ads or to the enemy that you're shooting it at. And it has a little recoil as well as a little fall off on that. So this gun is going to be perfect when you're shooting it. We're going to go ahead and talk about the next trait, which is cosmology. All this means is just that when you're shooting an enemy and they explode, they're going to create an area of effect. Once that explodes and they create little seekers, those seekers are just going to go towards the other enemies and they're going to explode. And once those little seekers hit your next enemies or the next targets that are surrounding them, it's going to do the same exact thing that it did before with the very first enemy. So it's just going to explode them, create more seekers, explode them, create more seekers, and it's just a nice big chain reaction. If you were lucky enough to now get the catalyst on this, now once you've completed it, now you're going to have Vorpal attached to this, which now you're just going to create more damage on top of the buff that was just given to this weapon, which I forgot what exact percentage of the buff was, but it was just something like absurd. I was like, are you serious? So it's going to create a lot of damage to bosses, vehicles, and any guardians if you use this in PvP with their super active. But now there's a small little under note here that because they gave this such a big buff in PvE, well, they nerfed this weapon in PvE. So I haven't tested it out yet in PvP, but I know this used to be really good, like 1 or 2 shots and your enemies were pretty, they're donezo. But with this nerf, I think I heard or read somewhere that it's not gonna do that. It's gonna take a lot more shots to kill your enemy. So they really nerfed this dramatically. All right, the next little perk for the catalyst is, while you're shooting any ads with any shields, like solar shields, arc shields, void shields, whatnot, if you go ahead and break through those shields, then you will automatically also gain an overshield by breaking their shields. All right, and then the exotic in question that I want to go ahead and pair it up to, which I believe has been doing some damage, is the Graviton Salberg. Of course, with this one, once you emerge out of invisibility, you're going to be able to create volatile rounds. And then now if you actually emerge out of your invisibility and you actually do a finisher on a ad or an enemy, then now all of your weapons are going to create another extra damage buff. And that's the main focus. I want as much damage buff as possible applied to everything, and this is exactly what we're going to be able to do. Alongside now, let's talk about our aspects and fragments. For our abilities now, what I'm switching it up to, because I did have the Gambler's Dodge, I'm swapping it with Marksman's Dodge. So that way, whenever I do a dodge and I go invisible, once I come out of it, it'll automatically reload all of my weapons. I'm using the Stylish Executioner still, as well as the Vanishing Step. My fragments, I am using Echo of Persistence, which means I want everything that I'm using to have a little bit longer or maxed out duration. So if I'm going invisible, I want to stay invisible as long as possible. I want to have my overshields as long as possible and my Devour as long as possible. We're using Echo of Cessation, so any finishers that I do, it'll also create volatile rounds, as well as it'll create like a little burst underneath my feet, or you'll just see like a little void burst that just comes out, and it'll just create any enemies that's surrounding me volatile and explode as well. And it's just for like a short period of time, and I'll show you guys right now. Echo of Starvation, so whenever I pick up any void breaches or any overpower, I will automatically be granted Devour, which is my overshield. So that plays well into my Echo of Persistence, because I want everything that I obtain to be extended max amount of time. And I am using Echo of Instability, so while I throw my grenades, I'm automatically going to regain or gain volatile rounds. All right, so now let's go ahead and see it all in action. So I'm gonna go ahead now and go invisible here. Boom, and then I'm gonna create a finisher. Boom, and now we use our weapons and see everything go into action. One shot, boom, all those little seekers are going in, just going ham, harder than pain. I'll pick up my Void Breach and my Overpower, and you see my extended time for all of my arbor, all of my overshield extending. So now let's keep going. I think I kill everything pretty fast there. All right, boom, there you go. All those little seekers explode everything. See all those little purple seekers. Just go ahead and shoot that guy out of the sky. I think I forgot a couple more. Boom, there you go. More seekers. I didn't get this guy. There it is. All right, let's keep going here. I still have my Devour, 11 seconds, which is my overshield. I'm gonna shoot this guy. I'm gonna shoot that guy. I wanted to actually just shoot him just enough. Damn, look at this, just clearing everything. I wanted to shoot him just enough so I can gain more damage buff by executing my finisher, but it's all good. Oh, well, maybe I can do it with this guy right here. Okay, boom. Let's go in and out. Get that guy out of here, and now we have a little bit more of a damage buff. Everybody's gonna be devastating around here. All right, let's go. Where's the witch at? Kill everybody. Come on, witch. There we go. I just got an overshield by getting her solar shield off of her. I mean, this weapon is just insane. I'm gonna pick up that breach. I'm gonna gain my overshield, extend the time. I'm gonna go back up here. I created that. I missed it. Damn, how the hell I miss that? Oh, there we go. Alright, and every kill I make will extend my Devour. If you see that little left-hand side, every kill I make, it's gonna do it 15 seconds. I believe it's the max time for 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and kill her real quick. I'm going invisible. All my seekers exploding all over the place. More seekers. Sometimes you just even have to just shoot one time, and even those seekers are just powerful enough. Get everybody in there. Get volatile rounds. So volatile rounds alongside the Graviton Lance's perks. This just decimates everything. I used to use this gun, like I said, way back beginning of D2, and I never used any other weaponry, all because of those little tricks. But then the weapon got reworked, and once it got reworked a couple of times, it's just that much better. It even exploded the crystal. I didn't even have to shoot the crystal. All right, let's go, G-Funk. Let's see what you got for me. So like I said, I can just dodge and it'll automatically reload my weapon. Now I'm going invisible. All right, everybody gonna die. Everybody gonna die. Let's go. Get some more weakening their effects. Now it's doing about 4,000, 3,000, 6,000. Depends on what's there. On the crit that I hit. Alright. Get volatile rounds. Right there. And boom, it's just gonna help me once again. I'm going invisible again. I think I picked up a Void Breach. And everybody died right here. Everybody explodes. See? One shot actually did all of that. Goodness. This weapon is awesome. With this nice buff too. Oh my goodness. Shoot once or twice. Did I shoot? Oh, yep, the Seekers killed him. Oh my goodness. Alright guys. Well, that is the weapon of choice for today that I want to go ahead and talk about. The remaining mods that I am using on all of my armor is going to be right here, posted up, so in case you guys just want to go ahead and just take a screenshot at that and just copy it and then make it your own. But to me, I believe everything meshes very well with this weapon, as well as I added the corrective measure. This is a machine gun. Now you can get this machine gun from a raid, I believe is the Vault of Glass, but any 450 round per minute machine gun that will have demolitionist to help you gain your grenades back, as well as a thresh to help you gain a little bit of super bag, will work just fine. And here I'm just using a scout rifle hung jury with kinetic tremors on there. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys, if you guys want to see the gameplay in a little bit of a harder content. I believe I am doing a dungeon, and the ads here, which if you've tried it by yourself, is just going to be atrocious. So by you seeing it here, see how I mesh everything together, how I gel all of the different abilities and chain them together and use the weaponry accordingly, you get to see that in this gameplay right here. Alright guys, so appreciate you guys for viewing the video. If you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, please leave some down below. Let me know what you think about the video. If I can improve on the video, I'll be much appreciated, guys. You guys have a good one. Peace.